Hi everyone, it's Justine and spring has arrived. Twice a year, I review the runway trends from all over the world and I curate them in the form of trend boards, which I share on my blog and here in a video on the channel. While doing that, I always have two objectives in mind. The first one is to show you as many different options as possible, so a wide range within each trend. And two, I try to focus on what is wearable in real life and what you can combine with the pieces that you already own in your wardrobe. This season is spring-summer, so it was shown in August and September last year. We were still in the middle of COVID, so the designers were confronted with a quite philosophical question, as runways are always 1 year ahead of the season. Back in 2021, what are people going to want to wear in summer 22 when the pandemic is kind of over? Philosophical question, and designers gave very various answers to that one question. However, all those answers have a few things in common. Clothes need to be comfortable and luxurious, but no more pajamas, no more loungewear. We're dressing up again. It has to be absolutely Instagrammable, and it's more and more the case every season, I feel. And skin, lots of skin. So much skin that it had to be our first trend board. This season is about cutouts, placed strategically all over the body and often asymmetrically. At Simkai and Valentino, the sides of the waist are bared, as well as the collarbones. It looks youthful and the belly button is still covered. At Prabal Gurung and Alexander McQueen, the cutouts are also placed at the waist level and the shoulders, yet you'll feel more covered. There is more structure, more tailoring, and the symmetry reinforces that feeling. Etro presented a version that shows more skin, and yet there is this long vest that you can wrap yourself in, so you can in fact control how much skin you show. These looks so far are pretty wearable, aren't they? But then there are designers who pushed the trend a lot further. Let me show you what I mean. The first two on the left are more revealing, again using asymmetry as a design feature. Despite that white fabric, which suggests purity and innocence, these ladies are not debutantes at all. They are fierce and confident. Balmain bared the entire belly, the chest, and one hip even. However, they cover the shoulders, which is a characteristic of the house. Loewe took a graphic direction and loose trousers that contrast nicely with the adjusted top. She looks like an art piece. I think it's beautiful. Nancy Dojaka is playing with the idea of innocence, but she's adding in some subtle bondage ties. And the coat look by Miu Miu is the one, which already went viral on Instagram very early in the season. Very low waist, micro skirt, bared belly as much as possible. This outfit is probably the key look of the season across all trends, but it also kind of comes with social pressure, with the pressure from social media to have a six-pack, if not an eight-pack, to look like the girls who are wearing Miu Miu on Instagram. What do you think about this? The next trend goes hand in hand with the desire to show more skin, and it's about seeing through the fabrics. At Simone Rocha and Chanel, it's controlled transparency because the bust and the hips are actually well covered. On the left, this organza is monochromatic, so you see more underneath. While at Chanel, the print pattern has the same color as the underlayer, so it seems less revealing. Gucci and Givenchy played with the concept of underwear as ready to wear, which we know from past seasons, using elements of corsetry, a little bit to wear as a ready-to-wear option at work. The Saint Laurent option is wearable if you layer it over something else, and then the net and the belt serve as texture and design details worn over another fabric. Note that the revealing top is paired with a floor-length, almost monacal skirt. It's all about balance here. Fendi presented a suit look where the upper body is almost bared, but if you wear that blazer closed, then you won't feel naked at all. So I know what you're thinking. See-through fabrics are not easy to wear alone in a daily, regular life setup. However, they're perfect for summer layering. Batiste, organza, tulle, these lightweight things are not so often part of a regular wardrobe. So as soon as you bring them in, you're adding some sophistication and it makes the look more interesting. Under each flowy organza piece, you can be wearing other garments that you already own. Now we need to talk about skirts. Maybe you noticed already. This season, the skirts are either micro or maxi. It's hard to even find options in between, starting with micro skirts. Versace is known for short skirts. But here, compared to the rest of the board, Versace suddenly looks conservative. Even Chanel went short and shorter. Miu Miu crops the skirt higher than the inner pockets, so that's why you see the lining underneath. It's not a skirt anymore, it's a belt. Prada created a satin skirt with a train, which I'm loving, but it's really quite short. And the two Dolce & Gabbana looks are to show what it would look like with prints. So the lady in green is wearing embellished boots that attract the eye, a bit away from the skirt, while the one on the right is wearing sandals so that the eye is attracted towards the legs. This look is all about the legs. And the side slit lands higher than the crotch level. That's how short these microskirts are. And then in an almost dystopian contrast to this board, we have the maxi length. The Alaya woman looks like a mermaid, fitted, adjusted as can be, bared belly as much as possible. Givenchy is similar to Saint Laurent in that a see-through top is combined with a very classic black covering long skirt. That Armani look pairs a fitted top with a flowy red skirt, beautiful in terms of color combination, and the sandals match the top and the belt. It's a great example of how to wear color. Tory Burch used drapery and asymmetry to create a boho look. I like how the arm bracelet is echoing the necklace without being too obvious. And the last look on this board by Tom Ford is the evening version of a long skirt, metallic, matching the numerous pieces of jewelry with the sandals as her color accent. Let's stay on the long and comfortable side of fashion. There is a clear desire for luxurious simplicity in the collections, for something that feels reassuring. I mentioned it in my video earlier this year on Pinterest Trends 2022. If you missed that video, it's linked here in the corner and down below in the video description. If you want simple, luxurious neutrals, the Row and Max Mara are always good sources of inspiration and brands to look for. It's monochromatic, boxy, extremely comfortable, yet it definitely looks dressed up and elongates the silhouette because you're wearing one color from head to toe. The bell details also prevent the looks from looking too plain. Altuzarra included some crochet work and tassels, beautiful handcraft. Jill Sander did the perfect summer layering of a drapey silk dress over straight leg trousers, plus a maxi handbag in a matching color. Fendi's coat look is white on white, again, creating that long and slender silhouette. The pants are even extra long to reinforce that effect. And at Jacquemus, don't mind the blue carpet, but we're seeing a version that will look very flattering on warm skinned people, with gloves matching the handbag. The next trend is, in my opinion, a direct consequence of the pandemic. We want to go out again, we want to look at the bright side of life again. Give me color. It started with Bottega Veneta launching a kermit green handbag that went viral on Instagram last season, and which they reused this season with several other brands following along. Altuzarra made a full red outfit with contrasting tassels. Saint Laurent is usually more black, so that's very different. Richard Kin went electric blue, a color that we saw a lot last season, paired with acid green, which feels extremely contemporary. Stella McCartney combined two hues from the cool range that harmonize very well, and even the floor is part of the harmony that makes a really good photo. Valentino combined two complementary colors, yellow and blue plus red, which makes purple, hence the very strong contrast visually. Versace did the same with red and green, but then they added purple tights. You know, Versace's policy is when you think it's enough, you add a bit more. And the last option on the right shows how to wear color without color blocking. So here the orange sweater and the orange shoes are one hue, which is repeated in the print of the skirt. And basically you could replace that orange by any bright hue that you like. Our next trend has been part of my trend reports for at least 3 seasons already, and it's still here. Year 2000, aka Y2K. It's Britney Spears and Paris Hilton all over again. Blue Marine has been taking the lead on that matter. We're seeing butterflies, colored sunglasses, bleached and distressed denim that is not slim. Slim jeans are gone. Gone. The waistline is dropped with a wide belt. It really feels like the end of the 90s, doesn't it? There is a lot of deconstructed denim, for instance at Loewe, who played out the trend in full. Those Missoni jeans are the perfect worn-in used on the thigh jeans. They feel so homey and cozy. Tom Ford resurrected the cargo pockets and that satin fabric. The model even looks like Paris Hilton. It's one big fashion revival, clearly. Moving on to the key accessory of the season, platform sandals. By far dominating every runway on the planet, pretty much. The advantage of platform sandals is that you can make yourself 10 centimeters taller, or even more, without the pain and the blisters that come with wearing stilettos. Sounds good. And designers have been very creative about these heels. The sandals at Junya Watanabe, Stella McCartney, and Versace are basically slippers. Super comfortable, just higher. Prada created slingback platforms. It looks like a stiletto, but it's comfortable. Lanvin went high and higher, looking very 90s too, especially with that color palette, right? And Simone Rocha made little girl shoes with a strap over the foot, but with the platforms that you'd expect from Buffalo shoes, another iconic shoe of the 90s. In a nutshell, if you like comfortable shoes that make you taller, this season is a home run. Did I mention that slim jeans are gone? We're back with straight legs, or even bootcut, or even wide leg trousers, low-waisted instead of high-waisted, full length instead of 7/8 or whatever crop options we had in past seasons. It's really all about comfort, but no more loungewear, no more pajamas. It's a lot more dressed up than it was last year. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much, and tell me in the comments down below which trend is your favorite, and if you have one that you would never ever wear. Possible too. If you want to download the trend boards that I showed in the video, you can do so for free on my blog. I will put a link down below. I will see you soon in a new video. I will have news. Things are happening. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel before you go watch something else, and I will see you. Take care. Bye.